also share the videos as well, man. I want to thank everyone that does watch and share my videos. You guys are the absolute best. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my Week 7 picks, man. Whoa, let's wait a second here. Wait 1 second. I know you guys didn't think that I would forget, because I haven't. I want to talk about my Week 6 results, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it. First game, Steelers at Dolphins. I took the Steelers in this game. Sadly, got me a loss. Steelers 15, Dolphins 30. Jay Ajayi had a big day on the ground, 204 yards rushing with the football. He also had 2 TDs. Big Ben went down in this game, tore his MCL. He's going to have that repaired. He's going to be back for the Steelers later on, but that was a big loss for him during that game, and after he left, things just went downhill, man. So shout out to the Dolphins. You guys got yourselves a win. I took the Steelers. That got me a loss, sadly. Next game I covered, Chiefs Raiders. I took the Raiders in this game. I thought they would outscore the Chiefs, kind of beat them up down the stretch and take the game away. That didn't happen, man. Chiefs 26, Raiders 10. That's an L for me. That's another L. Spencer Ware went off. He had 131 yards on the ground. He also had a TD as well. Hey, man, the Chiefs did what they needed to do. They took care of the Raiders. Again, Chiefs win. Shouts out to them. That got me a loss because I took the Raiders. Last but not least, my favorite game, your favorite game, our favorite game, the Jets game. Jets at Cardinals. I took the Cardinals in this game. I talked about a lot of things that could happen, from big-time plays being given up by the Jets defense, to coaching mistakes by Todd Bowles, to Ryan Fitzpatrick's propensity to turn the football over. All those things happened in this game. Cardinals win. Jets 3, Cardinals 28. Cardinals win. That got me a win as well, sadly. Things just continue to pile on with the Jets against the Cardinals that game. It was penalties galore on the Jets secondary. I mean, it was just a terrible game. Ryan Fitzpatrick with yet another red zone interception. He actually ended up getting benched. Geno was actually able to come in. Everyone was very excited about that. And Geno Smith is actually going to be named the starter going into this Ravens game. So we're finally going to see him at the helm of this offense. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. The Cardinals got themselves a win. Hats off to, the Cardinals and their fan base as well. I chose them. That got me a win. So let's get into my Week 7 picks now, because I'm hyped about this, okay? Week 6, that's in the past, baby. We're moving forward, all right? So first game I want to talk about, New York Giants at the Los Angeles Rams. This game is in London. I know a lot of players are fired up, and there's a lot of fans as well are fired up over there, to see this game. They get to see the NFL over there overseas, and a lot of people are loving it. So, you're looking at the Giants right now, outside of this Josh Brown nonsense they got going on. That guy is just, he's crazy. You're looking at the Giants offense and you're saying to yourself, the Rams defense is tough. They will get after you. Manning has got to find Odell Beckham, Shepard, Cruz, I think, is going to have a big role in his play. He's got to find these guys early and often. Can't stand back there and be a statue, because this Rams front will get after you. These guys are beastly. They got to find a way to kind of find some running lanes, run the ball decently with Jennings. Get some space on Eli. Don't allow these guys to just sit back there and tee off on Eli, because that will turn into interceptions as well. Defensively, the Giants have to straighten up and spruce up, man, especially the secondary, okay? Because Gurley, he's going to be running the ball heavy, but they're going to try to attack the secondary as well with this Rams offense. And even going into the Rams offense, Case Keenum, this guy's got to protect the football. Can't turn the ball over. He looked very solidly in his last game. He was able to find Britt a lot. Him and Kitty Britt, they have this connection. I think Britt is going to have his opportunities. Britt is definitely a guy that can make some plays in this game. Tavon Austin is going to be out there as well. I'm looking to see them continue to find a way to get the ball in Tavon Austin's hands, whether it's on these, these jet sweeps that they run, or these wildcat things, or drag routes coming across. I think Tavon is definitely going to have his opportunities. But another guy that not very many people talk about is Kendricks, the tight end. I think that he is set up for a big game too. This is a guy that can get the football in his hands. He's athletic, and he can take off. I know the Giants are really going to be focusing on shutting down Todd Gurley in the run game, but they need to get Todd Gurley outside and have him catch some footballs. He can do that as well. I think that that's where he'll win more of the matchup, because they're going to stack 8 in the box, and they're going to pretty much say, hey, Case, beat us. And again, with this Giants secondary kind of being, able, you can definitely attack this secondary and get some wins there. I expect the Rams to do so. So, even with all that said, man, I am taking the New York Giants to win this game. I think the Giants are just poised to do it. If they can protect Eli Manning and not let him get blasted out there, just standing tall in the pocket, I definitely think they can take this. Because I love their rookie wide receiver Shepard. I like this guy, and I think he'll have a big time place in this game. So, again, I am taking the New York Giants to win that game. Next game I want to cover, the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, listen. These are two slobber knocker defenses that have been playing extremely well this season. You look at the Eagles, Wentz is a kid that is young, rookie, and he has been standing in there, taking shots and delivering the football. Everyone loves him. They love the way that he's playing. Look, he's got to get the ball out of his hands quickly in this game as well. This Vikings front is just absolutely monsters. I mean, you got Griffin out there. Sharif Floyd is not going to be playing. But they got Kendricks. They've got Barr. They've got guys that will get after you. And not only do they just get after you, but they like that strip sack, man. They like to really, get the ball, take the ball away from you, and put it in the hands of their offense. And they don't give up a lot of big plays at all. You're gonna be, you're walking in mud when you deal with that defense. You're walking in straight mud, and it's a tough uphill walk, man. You're gonna have to try to run the ball as well effectively to keep the pressure off of Wentz, because these guys are going to be hanging all off of him. On the flip side, defensively, the Eagles' defense is going to have to stop the run, man. You got McKinnon, Asiata. They're going to be knocking at that door constantly. Bradford has been playing extremely well as well. He's been able to find Rudolph. His connection with his tight end, Rudolph, has been great this season. I think Rudolph is going to have some opportunities. Diggs is questionable. Don't believe he's going to play. But you still got Thien. You still got other wide receivers out there that Bradford has been able to find, even with some of these guys being injured, and he's been successful. Sam Bradford, man, has been a real lightning rod for this Vikings offense. After, Bridgewater got hurt, people said the Vikings were done. They made the trade, brought in Bradford, and he's really been able to play extremely well. But another wild card to this game is Bradford just got traded. He knows the Eagles franchise intimately. He knows that defense, and he knows Carson Wentz. And you're looking at the situation where he can literally go, to his head coach and to his defensive coordinator and say, listen, this is what this defense, and the offensive coordinator as well, this is what this defense is about. This is what they're good at. This is what they suck at. This is what Carson Wentz is. This is what he's not. And I mean, he knows everything, the scheme, everything. I'm sure he hasn't forgotten anything. And with that, man, that knowledge is invaluable, man. I mean, that to me just kind of pushes it even more forward for the Vikings. So I am taking the Vikings to win this game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like a lot of other people think, because, Sam Bradford knows so much about the Eagles. I think it's going to be close. But I think he's going to provide them with a lot of stuff that's going to have Wentz put in a lot of situations that he does not want to be in. Let me tell you, because, again, this defense is already just vicious, but with a lot of things that Sam Bradford knows about that offensive system and how it works, I mean, he knows everything from calls to counts to hands. He knows everything. And unless they switch that all up in like seconds, or the week before and do all these things, man, you're going to have some of the same looks, and Bradford's going to know all those looks. So, again, I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings to win that game. Last but not least, my favorite game, your favorite game, our favorite game, the Jets game, okay? Baltimore Ravens at New York Jets. Listen, Geno Smith is finally starting. God, how long did that take, Listen, Geno's arm strength is going to open up this offense. Absolutely, okay? Young wide receivers like Robbie Anderson, Sharon Peake, Devin Smith, when he comes back, they're going to finally be able to be used correctly, okay? These guys are not going to have to fight to come back to footballs that are underthrown, to them from Ryan Fitzpatrick, because he doesn't have the skill set. Geno has the deep arm, And that part of the offense is now going to open up, and that's going to help the offense all together. You're going to see us be able to run easier. The underneath routes are going to be found a little bit easier because teams are going to be afraid that they're going to get their top taken off. Teams are going to be afraid of some of the deep threats we have. They're not just going to be able to stack inside and say, you know what, beat us with your arm, because Geno can do that. There's a lot of questions about who's going to play in this game. Ryan Clady is questionable. Nick Mangold is questionable. Benquale is out. Henderson has been placed on the non-injury football list, so his season's pretty much done. You're going to have Bruce Carter step in and play linebacker in that position. Wilkerson is also in a lot of extreme pain, is being talked about. That's part of the reason why he hasn't been playing very well so far. So he's looking like somebody that's probably going to sit too. So there's a lot of injuries here. It kind of is what it is. That's a football thing, but especially with Quello being out, and if Clady and Mango don't play, man, that offensive line is it's not gonna look very good. Offensive line is one of the thinnest positions on our team, and it could get exposed as well. I'm looking for us to take our shots deep in this game. I want to see Geno Smith again open up the offense with his arm. Matt Forte definitely has opportunities to come out of the backfield and catch the football. I want to see Bilal Powell in there as well. Let's see what he can do. He's a forgotten part of this offense, and he needs to be put back into the fold, especially on early downs. If you look at the Ravens as well, man, the Ravens are definitely going to attack us defensively. Wallace is a guy that catches a lot of deep balls for them, and we've given up deep balls every single week. Every single week we've given up a big play. Steve Smith Sr. is going to be out there as well. Pitta, Gilmore, Max Williams, those are all tight ends that are very solid receiving tight ends for them. And if you know the Jets, you know that we cannot cover a decent receiving tight end. Joe Flacco is a guy that, they talked about. He was questionable for the week. He had some shoulder issues, but it looks like he's going to start as well. So, again, they're well coached. Defensively, you got Suggs out there. You got Mosley out there. They have a solid defense. But our defense just gives up so many big plays, and our coaching is so poor. It's so piss poor with Todd Bowles. If he trots out Sheldon Richardson out there one more time at outside linebacker, I'm just going to throw my TV across the room. I'm just tired of it all. But I am taking the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. I have a lot of questions about the team. I have a lot of questions about the Jets in this game. Hopefully they get answered, and hopefully it's a better answer than I think I'm going to get. I think that Todd Bowles again is going to make another critical mistake in this game, and it's going to cost us the game. That's literally what I think is going to happen. I'm excited to see Geno. I want to see what he gives us, but I don't think he's going to be like the savior of the franchise. I still don't think he's going to turn it around to where we win, so many games that we get into the playoffs. That is not happening. That's not what I believe is going to happen. But what I believe is going to happen is we're finally going to see what this kid is and what he isn't. For me to let Geno Smith walk out of the franchise next year, walk away from the facility, because he's not going to be a Jet next year, no matter what. He's out of here as fast as he can get out of here. But to allow him to leave and not actually see what he could do with this offense would be a crime. It would be an absolute crime to me. I wouldn't be able to stomach watching that. So again, he finally gets his chance, and we'll see what he's got. But again, I am taking the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. So I want to thank you guys for watching, man. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the video. Let me know down below, guys. Give me some comments. What are you guys thinking about your teams? How do you think your weeks are going to go? What are your thoughts about the picks, man? Let me know. So you guys have a great day. As always, have a good time Sunday. Watch the game with your families and enjoy yourself, all right? Have a good day. Peace.